Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Thursday. I hope you guys had a great new comic book day yesterday and found everything that you were looking for. It was kind of a light week when it came to A plus books, but there were some hits. There was three of them, and the first one I'm going to be talking about is Ghost Machine. Now, this is sort of set up in an anthology series. This is by Geoff Johns, and it's sort of a brain trust of different artists and creators. You have Jason Fabok, Gary Frank, Brian Hitch, Geoff Johns, Francis Manapool, Brad Meltzer, Ivan Rice, Peter Tomasi, to name a few. It's going to be a big project under the supervision of Geoff Johns. It's his sort of unnamed universe. He spoke about it earlier with, well, not spoke about it. He wrote about it earlier with Geiger, and then which is out on trade paperback. I highly recommend that. Also, Junkyard Joe, which came out last year, which was a fantastic series. This is definitely, it's going to be a universe with different characters that you're not used to from DC and Marvel, but that shouldn't sway you from, sort of investigating the books. What's great about this is if you don't know anything about Geiger and the other characters, they do give you like little background information about the characters, which I think is ingenious. It brings new readers in, and it sort of catches them up to speed. But with this book, you have because here's some characters that I don't know: Rook and Swine. These are characters. There's separate stories. I don't want you to think it's like a just giant statue. The art is nothing short of spectacular. I'm very invested in this series. I think it's gonna be great. And you also obviously have Red Coat, a time traveling sort of immortal revolutionary war character. Let's see. This one's an interesting book. This is with the Rockefellers. These guys are kind of a space age family, kind of like the Jetsons, but it definitely has an adult take on it. But I'm very excited for what Geoff Johns is going to bring to us. I think in April is when the whole universe is going to start. So we have unfortunately a little bit of a wait, but I'm very excited for it. I just hope, as much as I love Geoff Johns, he delays a lot of things with the sequel to Watchmen and with his JSA run, which is still going, and it's just delay after delay. I just hope there's not a lot of delays because I really enjoy his work, and I hate waiting. Next up, this book is fantastic. This is Skeeter's issue number 2. Now, if you're looking for like a brainless comedy horror book, this is definitely right up your alley. This stoner and this exterminator guy, they go into a barn and they find one of the Skeeters, and then he tries to use insect repellent on the Skeeter. It kind of has like the guy kind of reminds me of Jay and Silent Bob, but it's definitely like in the vein of Eight-Legged Freaks and other like goofy horror books. It's really well done. I highly recommend it. I can't recommend it enough. It's great. And the art is just very gruesome. So yeah, definitely not a book for kids. And last but not least, we have New Burn issue 14, and I just learned this is issue 14 of 16. I'm glad this book has just been a nonstop A plus book. If you haven't heard of it, or I would recommend getting the trades when they come out, because it's, like I said, it's 16 issues, so it'll probably be between 2 to 3 trades, so fairly inexpensive. But if you love crime noir books, New Burn is definitely your book to be. This kind of gives you to the background of how New Burn came to be, how he became. Now, New Burn is an attorney for the police, and he's also an attorney for the mob. And there's one rule in the city: you don't touch New Burn, because he has so much information on both sides, and he sort of serves as a consultant. But you find out that his father was murdered by one of the crime families that he was set to represent. This is going back to his past when he was a detective. His parents' house were infiltrated, and his father was killed. But his mother's kind of a no nonsense kind of lady. She says, "Go get them." She's a very serious woman. But this is all said to Emily, who is, you don't really know how Emily is viewed in Newburn, because Newburn he's very cryptic, and like he's trying to explain to her that he's her friend and he's always been her friend, but she walks out, stammering her feet. But great book with drama, action, and it's a lot of twists and turns. But it was a light week this week. I'm looking forward to next week. I think I have like 12 books. There's a couple annuals. There's Batman and Robin. There's Superman. I'm sorry. Yeah, Batman and Superman, Batman and Robin, and there is also the first. This will be the first for Batman by Chip Zdarsky, the sort of year one of the Joker story. I hope the story continues to be good, because it's starting to be good again with Chip Zdarsky. It's just been very tumultuous, and I'm looking forward to Hulk. Hulk and The Vengeance of Moon Knight and Ultimate Spider-Man are pretty much the only books I get from Marvel at the moment. And Avengers Twilight. Yeah, that's coming out next week too. So I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping that's good as well too. And there's a few indies that. Duke. Yeah, Duke is coming out next week. But that's it for this week. Thank you very much, everyone who subscribed to me. As always, it really means a lot to me. And definitely consider checking out my friends' channels in the link in the description down below. And have a great weekend. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Take care.